Hey guys, so this is actually a video that I don't normally do. So those of you that have been following me for a while should know that I do have a YouTube playlist here called How to Make Videos on YouTube, where I actually have live trainings, live Google Hangouts where I talk about video marketing and branding and entrepreneurism, because I am a brand coach. So I have to put that disclaimer out there. So normally I would do this kind of video during one of my Google Hangouts, but I figured I have both of these cameras here, and so I think it's super important that I kind of just talk to you guys about these two cameras. Now, this will not be a super tech and heavy review of these cameras. So there are videos where I'm gonna go through all the specs, okay? But I'm gonna just give you the basic rundown. For those of you that are looking to make beauty videos or vlogging videos, these are the two. This camera in particular, all the YouTube beauty gurus rant and rave about the Sony Alpha camera. I went to a fashion show at New York Fashion Week that was like it was invited, bloggers are the only people in attendance essentially, right? And everybody and their mama had the Sony Alpha something as their camera. And I'm like, you know what? This, the iPhone is just not cutting it for selfies and to taking up pictures at events. And I certainly don't want to go walking around with my super heavy Canon DSLR camera. And so for those of us that are looking for an alternative that's inexpensive, I want to just talk to you about these two cameras. So the first camera is the Sony Alpha 50. This is the Sony Alpha 5000. This is being sold for $448 plus tax, bringing it to almost $500. And this is the old model. The newest one is the Sony Alpha, I think 6100 or 6000. I can't keep up, right? So that's the newest model. And that is I think is being sold right now for $650. That's just like the standing price of it. And I'm sure there are other places you can get it cheaper than that, but that's around the price of the newest version. And so this camera, like I said, is essentially $500. The newest version, there's one after this, it's the 5100 that is I think 5 something, and then there's the other one that's like 600 something. So these go from $448 up to $600 plus in terms of the versions. And so this is a camera. Now I'm not going to tell you this is a bad camera. Like, the Sony Alpha is a solid camera. It takes great pictures. It has this flip up joint right here, so you can take selfies. Hey, right? So that's a great plus. That's a great feature on this camera. But then we have the Samsung NX Mini, which is an underrated star. This camera I bought used, not even used, okay? Even used, these are expensive, right? So this one I bought used on Amazon for $250. You can definitely get this camera in that price range on Amazon, on eBay. I'll place links in the description box. And I have this little stick here that I bought for it as well. I bought this also on Amazon. This was like $3. And I bought a case. I'll show you the case in a minute. So the Samsung NX Mini has the same exact feature as which is like the selling point for those of us. If you're a girly girl, this is the selling point, is having this flip up, hey, how you doing? Hey girl. So snap a picture. Sorry, just had to, I'm gonna just show y'all how I just took a selfie. See, it's me. I know it's all blurry, right? So yes, it has the flip out thing. It also has apps, so you can change the settings, and it's all touchscreen, right? It's all touchscreen. It has these apps on the back where you can kind of choose. Beauty Face is the one that we all want to use, because that's the big selling point for even the Sony Alpha, is that they have these apps that kind of give you that smoothing effect to make you look glorious in your selfies. And it's also Wi-Fi capable, so you can immediately email yourself, or rather send right to your phone. Not even myself, it literally goes right to my phone, and like in a second I have my selfie shot. So this is perfect for vlogging, and it shoots in 1080p. I mean, just perfect camera for $250. Like, you can't, and brand new, it's like I think brand new it's like $400, but you can get it even cheaper than that. There are other websites you can get it on the Samsung website, brand new with the 9mm lens. This is the 9-27, but with the 9mm lens, I believe on the Samsung website, it's $260. So this is not an expensive camera by any means for the quality you get. I did not, the reason I bought this after buying this, and this is going back today, it's going right back to Best Buy because they do have a 14-day return policy. So the reason I went looking for this after I got this is because I felt like this was overpriced. I felt like I have an expensive camera. I literally need a camera for selfies, and if I want to, I want to be able to vlog. And I also want to be able to take pictures at night. And so I don't do events every day. I don't do events every week, certainly. And so events for me aren't that frequent. So I don't want to spend $500 on a camera that I'm not going to use as, you know, for my blog or even for YouTube where I'm making money off of the content. So to me, I was like, am I, you know, so and I took pictures with it and I was like, it's alright, but is it worth $500 to $600? Absolutely not. The biggest thing, the biggest difference, or rather the biggest thing that drawback to this, which isn't a huge drawback, is that when you put it in selfie mode, it covers the flash that's up top here. And it even comes with an additional external, I'll show you that too. It comes with an external flash as well that you can put on top to really give yourself some light. But again, you can't use that in selfie mode. You would have to just take it, you know, just point the camera to yourself and snap a shot. And so that's the only thing. Whereas with the Sony Alpha, even in selfie mode, it doesn't cover the flash, and so you can take a flash. But seriously, for what you're looking for what most of us are looking for a kind of camera like this, it's pretty decent quality picture and video for not a crazy expensive price. This is overpriced. Sony Alpha, boo hoo to you. These bloggers and vloggers who have been pumping it up all over the place, you know, which is fine, but there are cheaper options available as well. And here's something else I will say. There's always that question, right? Does it blur out the background? Does it blur out the background? And the answer is, if you want that effect, you need a more souped up lens. The kit lenses that these come with don't really blur out the background. Blur out background is known as shallow depth of field. And if you want and even for me, as I'm sitting here talking to you, I'm not using my fancier, my 50mm lens. And so which means it doesn't let in that much light. And so my background is not as blurred as it can be, and as I usually have it in some of my other videos. Ooh. And so it's all about the lens. And so you can buy a lens for this. I think there's an f.18. It's the lower the f-stop that can give you more of that blurry effect. And out the gate with what you get, you're not going to get a ton of that. If your background is very far away from you and you hold the camera up like this, you're going to get some blurring effect because the depth of field is going to just be shallow because you're very far away from your background. Get it? But I highly recommend this camera. That's the point of this review, is that I highly recommend this camera over the Sony Alpha, because, or at least with this Sony Alpha, because for what we're looking for those of us that already have expensive DSLR cameras with all these expensive lenses, you're looking for something that's compact. And then also just look at the sizing difference. Like, this is just so much more compact. I have the bigger lens that comes out, but the 9mm is super flat, so you don't even have to really, you know, think about it. And I have a lens case and things, and so once you pop the lens off, like, it's just super flat and compact. Whereas with the Sony Alpha, it's just a bulkier camera overall, and heavier too, heavier in weight. And I'll tell you this, now the most recent Sony Alpha camera, the one that just came out this year, which is I think the 6100, that one doesn't have a flip, the screen doesn't flip up all, it does something like this, like it doesn't really flip up for the selfie shot. So I was like, well, that's not even an option. That's the whole point, right? But I love this. I mean, I send myself pictures right to my phone using the app. The beauty filter really does smooth out your skin nicely, even though, you know, we're all gonna go in on our apps and check out Facetune and really fine tune the things that we wanna fine tune. But for me, I definitely think it was money well spent. I'm super happy. I'm glad that my friend Chica Fashion from the YouTube channel here, Chica Fashion or Fashion Chica, I'm not sure, that she recommended this because she's been using it. Perfect for nighttime shooting at events, perfect for on the go, perfect for women who those of us that have kids and you want to vlog, perfect for all of that stuff. And completely trumps, for me, the Sony Alpha camera. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.